Well, hello again, everybody. Now today we are going to be going back over something that I built before, but I have rebuilt it and made it a lot better. I still have yet to finish everything. We're going to do a lot of that in this video, and it's going to have to be cleaned up and painted and all that kind of stuff. Because I do want this to look good, because this is going to be my main computer that I'm going to use. Now, it's going to be mainly a desktop. It's going to be hooked up as a desktop. Okay, so you may notice not much on the outside or where you can see here has changed. So what is our big difference on this that I have done that makes this a more viable option for a computer? It's very much more usable. I'll give you a little hint. If y'all remember, this computer was a very cheap Amazon computer. It was an Amazon microcomputer. The cheapest bottom of the line that you could get. It would barely play a YouTube video. It was pretty slow. Now, let me show you and see if you can tell a difference in what kind of computer we have now in here. Alright, so still have the same Bluetooth keyboard. It is set up with this computer. Now, what kind of computer is this? It's an M4 Mac Mini. Why would I put a Mac Mini? Let me show you the inside of the beast here. Okay, so we still got our original cover that I made. And in here, you can see, we have a M4 Mac Mini. Okay, now I have foam stuffed around on all sides of it so that it is shock absorbing. So it should kind of hold itself together, or it should kind of be protected from any jarring that this case may endure, because, you know, it's a ruggedized outdoor type case. So, you know, hopefully it won't be dropped and all that, but if you do like carry it in your vehicle or something and you bump it against something, it shouldn't hurt anything because it is cushioned. Okay, so this is the base model Mac Mini. It's got the 256 gigabyte SSD in it, which is kind of low, but they do sell a 1 terabyte SSD for this, and I will probably eventually switch that out. It's pretty easy to switch it out. I can do a video on that if anyone is interested when I do get the 1 terabyte drive and switch it out. For right now, the 256 gigabyte in here, that is for the operation of the OS and the apps only. For all files, I have a 500 gigabyte drive right here. The 2 terabyte in here, 2 terabyte in here, I could have 4. So there will be no problem at all with storage on this unit. Now, if I do the internal hard drive in here, the internal SSD, then I will have greater speed than I will through this USB-C cable. This one does have pretty fast speeds though, and I've had no trouble at all editing videos on it. Here we have a 400 watt inverter. Now this is not your regular modified sine wave. This is a pure sine wave inverter. And there's my two-sided tape that I need to stick back on. But yeah, so I got this little USB hub right here. Now on my desktop setup, I wanted to be able to hook into it very easily, actually without even taking that off. So yeah, for right now I'm hooking into that. But in the back right here, I have added some ports. Now this one, you have a USB and a USB-C. So I actually have a couple more of these. All they are, you plug in your USB plug in the back and your USB-C, and then you plug those into a port on your computer. And then on this side, of course, you've got same plugs. So you just have to drill a hole, take the big nut off, put that through, and there you go. You have an external port. Now, because of the inverter, they pretty much have to go on that level, but maybe I can fit another one right here. So, that's our USB ports. Here, that is an HDMI port for an external monitor. This over here, that's kind of interesting. We need a way to get power in there without having to just hook alligator clips to the battery or something. I wanted it to be a more professional looking setup instead of having that. So, I got a little battery charger. This is a battery charger for lithium batteries. And I got this little military style plug. I thought it came with a cover to go over it when it's not in use, but it did not. It just came with this plug and that, and they were just plugged together when they came. So yeah, anyway, I cut the end of this off, which this was just alligator clips, and soldered them onto 2 of the terminals. It actually has 4 pins, so really I could do something else with this too. But for right now, it is just to be able to plug in to the wall. Okay, so up here we have a 12 volt, like a cigarette lighter style port, 2 USB power ports. These are not data, these are only for charging stuff or powering stuff. And this switch turns this on. So that way you have power to whatever you want to run with a cigarette lighter plug. So, oops, and that's the screen. It takes a second to come on. Okay, and this one is for the little boost buck converter. And I'm mainly using that right now for a battery gauge. It tells me it's got 13 volts in it, so it's good. Okay, so we can probably run this for quite a while because it has a 16 amp hour LiFePO battery. And this is all bolted down. These zip ties are bolted down to the bottom, so this will not go anywhere. Mac Mini will not go anywhere. It does move, but it moves like on a cushion. Okay, and the inverter, it is bolted down with 4 bolts. So this is all permanently installed in here. So yeah, we have a pretty good start. Now, something else that I'm wanting to eventually add is going to be a power plug that I can put somewhere on the outside of the case. I don't know, maybe here on this side or something. That way you could actually run power from out of a plug over here. It'd be kind of hard to get to this little plug on the inverter. So if I had a power plug over here on the side, that would be great. So yeah, I can do that, but right now what I'm wanting to do to maybe make this look a little better, this little piece of metal, I have this stuff. And this is, it's like a, kind of like a diamond plate stuff, but it is thin and it's a sticker. It just sticks on, and I may have to put some sort of adhesive, but I'm going to try just sticking it on there and see how it looks, because I think that will kind of snazz it up a little bit, as they say. I think that'll look pretty good. put our keyboard in there and our mouse. Now, yeah, I think that looks better. Now it's a little shiny for the camera, but in real life it kind of, maybe it's just the different angles. Let me try moving the camera over here a little. Yeah, it's not too bad. I kind of like it. Now, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this would look good back here? I may just leave that black for now. I think I like it black, because I think with the shiny part up here, I think that's going to distract from the screen. I don't think it's going to look good. But now I think that sets it off pretty good. Now, like I said, we do need a fan right here. So there is an empty space in here. I'm not going to fill that in until I get my fan and put it in and all that. But for right now, I think I kind of like that. Okay, so we have our cooling fans in place, and they are running. They're blowing air up this way, which means that air is being drawn in through this crack. You can feel it being drawn in there, and also in here. That way it's drawing air down and over the Mac Mini and the inverter, so that way everything should stay good and cool. Now let me show you how I got it hooked up in here. And yeah, okay, so they are controlled by this switch, which turns this off, but it also, the fans go off, as you can see, and then when you turn it back on, there they go again. Okay, and down here, just so that, and I used hot glue on the wire to kind of keep it neat, and also use this, it's not regular electrical tape, that is cloth tape like you see under the hood of a car. It's actually pretty nice tape. For right now, I think I'm going to leave it as is, and I am just going to use it the way that it is, because I'm kind of enjoying the way that it's all turning out. Okay, so we're going to power this beast on. We're going to go with the screen, the fans, and this thing. Okay, the inverter down here, and Mac Mini. I may end up putting a hinge on that, some kind of hinge I can detach. That would be pretty nice. Alright, now we have our computer working. Well, turn this on. I lost my battery cover somewhere, so I put a drop of hot glue on there to keep it from falling out. The battery cover is probably in the house, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to put in my password. And, well, you know, there is macOS. Alright. Alright, so here we have our Mac Mini Tough computer, desktop, laptop, whatever, power supply. What do y'all think we should call this thing? Alright, so I was right almost to the outro, and I got a phone call. I answered the phone and forgot to finish the outro. So here it is. Anyway, whatever y'all think that we should call this computer that I have slapped together, put it in the comments below, some kind of suggestion for a name for this thing. I guess something that denotes toughness and power, or something like that. Anyway, something that kind of speaks to its different functions or its different abilities. But anyway, I guess that is going to be about all for this video. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.